How do you balance, because you mentioned ear pods and things like that, how do you balance like, I guess, modern conveniences and things that are like, okay, that makes life a little bit simpler with, things that are, going to be better for our health?
How do I balance that? Every
Yeah,
day
like
it's
I guess, like, do you have like a, maybe a time period of you're like, I'm going to wait and see on this thing and then we'll see if it's good, or is it more of a research, or like, how do you balance those things?
no, because I'm very intuitive.
Okay.
I'm very intuitive. And I think it's really important for each person to be empowered in their intuition. Yes, science, the studies are they're lagging. I mean, what I'm talking about in 10 years, they'll be, happening more, but why not? We don't have the grace of that time. And I think cancer has definitely taught me to be a little bit more confident actually
Mm-hmm.
in following my intuition, because instead of waiting around for evidence of it, obviously everyone's telling you not to drink out of plastic bottles, but at the same time you need to filter your water because it's full of pharmaceuticals.
Mm-hmm.
So looking and just taking a step back at the bigger picture and not being reactive is
Mm-hmm.
really key, but taking a step back and kind of being calm about it and not just like, oh my God. I know a lot of people complain about like, what can't you do? Everything's
It can be
toxic.
like overwhelming though, right? Because it's like, okay, well, how old are they? Like, because like I said, I live in an old house. My father-in-law and I replaced a lot of the pipes in here. It's like, all right, well, how old are your pipes? And then where does your water come from? And then when I moved in, we had to put a blue light filter to handle the bacteria that was in our well. So it's like,
Yeah.
there definitely is like, it can be a little bit overwhelming. And I guess when you look at that overwhelm, like, how do you confront the overwhelm? Like, how do you decide what's most important to handle?
I think you start with what's easiest and what's achievable,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, say for example, I had someone say to me, well, you're living in New York. There's a lot of Wi-Fi. You should move out. I'm like, not possible. I'm sorry, but you can have a healthy life wherever you are. And I think you can do things to mitigate that,
Mm-hmm.
but work with things that feel good for you. Whatever feels good for you now, try it.
Mm-hmm.
See how you like it. And if you change your mind, you change your mind. But to be rigid is to break. So be flexible and be open to trying something new for a day and just make an assessment for yourself. I would say that.